Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video we are going to study about cells of the myeloid lineage, and in that particularly we are going to study about granulocytes. So the cells of myeloid lineages are the first to respond to the pathogens. As I told you in the last video also, that the cells of the myeloid lineages are all comes under innate immunity. So these are the first to respond to the pathogens. Now in that we are going to study today about granulocytes. So granulocytes, these are the front lines of attack. Whenever any pathogens enter our body, these are the cells that are in the front line to attack the pathogens. They are the part of our innate immune system. Granulocytes includes neutrophils, basophils, mast cells or eosinophils. The nucleus of these granulocytes are multilobed, and as the name suggests, the cytoplasm of all the granulocytes are filled with granules. Now coming to neutrophils, 50 to 70% of circulating leukocytes are neutrophils. They differentiate into the bone marrow. They are released in the peripheral blood and circulate for 7 to 10 hours before migrating into the tissues, where they have a lifespan of only few days. In response to many infections, the number of circulating neutrophils increases significantly. That's why these are the sign or the indication that we have any disease. The doctors check our neutrophil level. If the neutrophil level in our blood is high, that means we are under infection. This is the indication that our body is under infection. So the condition is known as leukocytosis, that is increase in the number of circulating neutrophils, which is a sign of infection in the body. They secrete cytokines that modulates the adaptive immune response. Now in this figure we can see, like, whenever there is a broken in the skin, so from there all these pathogens will enter, these green colors. As soon as the pathogens will enter, they'll have some markers on their surface which were recognized by the cells present around that tissues. They'll release some chemicals, and due to which what will happen, the blood vessels will open, and from here these phagocytes will enter, which are neutrophils. Now they will then help to neutralize the antigen. So the neutrophils are the phagocytic cells. They phagocyte. So neutrophils are the dominant first responders to infection and the main cellular component of pus, because as you can see here, as soon as the pathogens entered, some cells, they recognized these pathogens and released some chemicals, these dotted chemicals. They released some chemicals. After the release of these chemicals, then these phagocytes enter this particular site to neutralize the antigen. So these are not the first, but these are the first dominant responder. They are only mainly responsible to kill the infection or to kill the pathogens, and the main cellular component of pus. So neutrophils, remember, neutrophils is our innate immunity cells, and these are phagocytic in nature, and these are the dominant first responder of the infections. Now coming to the next, that is basophils. So these are also granulocytes, but these are non-phagocytic. Now because the name basophils, that means the granules are filled with basophilic proteins. They are relatively rare in circulation. That means their concentration is less in our blood. In response to binding of circulating antibodies, basophils release the content of their granules. So the main content of this basophil granules is histamine, which increases the blood vessel permeability and smooth muscle activity. These are critical for response against parasites, particularly worms. Histamines are mainly responsible for allergic symptoms. Basophil may also secrete cytokines that modulate the adaptive immune system. Always remember, all the cells of our innate immune system, they are the first cell that encounter the antigen, that will help to protect our body as soon as the antigen enters our body. Now they will fight with the antigen, and in the meanwhile they will secrete some chemicals or molecules or cytokines that helps to modulate the adaptive immune system. All the innate cells do that, but we will see further the dendritic cells, macrophages, these are considered as the main cell that helps to modulate the adaptive immune system. All the cells of our innate immune system, they will fight with the antigen, and will secrete some cytokines, chemicals or molecules that helps to modulate the adaptive immune system. Now coming to the mast cells, these are released from bone marrow into the blood as undifferentiated cells. They mature only after they leave the blood. These are found in wide varieties of tissues including skin, connective tissues, mucosal epithelial tissue, genitourinary and digestive tracts. Large number of cytoplasmic granules that contain histamines and other pharmacological active substances are present in their cytoplasm. They play an important role in the development of allergies. The next are the eosinophils. These are also motile phagocytic cells. They migrate from blood into the tissue spaces. Eosinophils play an important role in defense against multicellular parasitic organisms, including worms. They also secrete cytokines and modulate adaptive immune response, and these are mainly responsible for asthma and allergy symptoms. Now, this is a table which shows different cell types, that is neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils and mast cells. What are the granules that are present in their cytoplasm are also mentioned. For example, in neutrophils, protease inhibitor, histamine, antimicrobial proteins and proteases. The examples of these under proteases, they have antitrypsin, lysozyme, collagenase, elastanes, various type of proteases, protease inhibitors, antimicrobial proteins are present. And what function they perform, that is also given here. So this table in short tells you that the function of various cell types of the innate immune system, specifically granulocytes. So that's all for this video. If you found the video informative, please do like, share and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the next video notification. Till then, stay safe, stay happy.